We're here at Armadillos with Bill Kominski of the Lloyd Dollar Effect.
Album down in North Carolina. I mean, I like the vibe we had in Falls Church. We started out recording it at a few studios in Falls Church, Virginia, and I did enjoy working with both engineers. We started with Ken Schubert and Ted Jensen, and then we ended up departing from there and going down to Bruce Irvine and working with him, which was fun too. It's a real nice studio down there in North Carolina that we used at the Fidelatorium, I believe. And it was nice. I mean, I think it was a lot of fun, getting stuff redone for this album. It's kind of a weird spot for us because some of the songs we've done before, and we were recording basic parts of them, which was nice, and it made a nice product. But I think that in the future too, it would be nice to start from the grassroots, like ground up thing. But there was so much that we learned, from all three of those fantastic engineers we worked with. That are things that I think will help us grow, as a band in the future. And it's a whole new thing to learn different ways to do things, aside from what we had done originally on our own. But it was great, and it made a nice end product. I think that it was a nice culmination of everybody's.
What's your favorite cut on the CD?
I think probably Fingertips. I like it. I really like the way the bridge came out. I mean, musicians are weird. We pick odd aspects of songs, or other people might say, I like a song or I like a whole album. I like 10 seconds of a track, so I like to see what someone else does with something that we wrote. And I really like how the bridge turned out for that song.
Okay.
Something we weren't able to
like going back to the end.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's a good song. It's a good choice for a single. That was one where the bulk of the rhythm of that was written by Chris Bruno, and a lot of times when we write songs, Chris will bring in a rhythm idea, and I'll just play something over it, like a little lead line, not a solo, but a lead line, and then I'll kind of rewrite a melody for it. He has melody ideas, and most of the time these days I tell him, don't tell me your melody idea, because I'll probably have a 180-degree different idea for it. And what we do is we go with whatever seems stronger.
Are most of your songs collaborations?
Yes, these days, yeah. I mean, I think usually either Chris or I, sometimes Pat will come in with the bulk of a song idea and kind of show it to everybody, play it, and then say, okay, give me your interpretation in the band room, and we go with it from there, but it's still that one person's basic idea, and then someone else writes onto it. But it becomes a collaboration because the end product ends up being something everybody has handled. I think songs are stronger when other people add to it. I mean, mostly band. In the past, we've worked with musicians who weren't a part of the band, and just added lines and things that ended up being a significant part of the song. Typically, I mean, I could sit down and write a song, like I've done a million times, and it's basically like an idea, and it's got little melodies and stuff, but it's missing that spunk that someone else can bring to it. I feel like every time we go in the studio with the song, so much changes about it, and you refine lyrics, you refine melody lines, you go in there and just have a creative 2 hours where you put down little melodies on various instruments, and something new comes up, and that becomes the part that gets adapted into the live show.
Well, how much of the studio is the creative process for you, and how much of it do you kind of have set before you even walk in the door?
I think that we have set is the basic chord structure and tempos we like to have set. The drumming maybe about 80%, but a lot of it changes because we might want to pick something up or change something to build in more intensity. The singing is only about 50% because we'll sit in there. I mean, lyrics might be close to done, but a lot of times the delivery, and you'll sit there and scratch out ideas and do different takes on things. I think that those kind of come together in the studio, and then melody melodies on top, there's
be
almost
so
hardly
much out there,
anything.
right.
I like to sit in the studio and come up with stuff there once the rhythm is defined, you know? I like to put things together there. So yeah.
You've got a pretty growing fan base, so that's good. They're they seem pretty loyal once they latch on to you guys.
Yeah. The key is getting them to have fun at the shows. Once they have fun, then you get them to enjoy the stuff you wrote, and then they come out to the shows where it's important to listen to the music.
Nightmare to find you in